Yeah, the Denver City Council recently passed a new minimum wage law for Denver employees or for contractors with the city and county of Denver.
This minimum wage change will affect thousands of people. We're going to work tirelessly to make sure that everyone's paid correctly.
We're looking forward to the new work. Our team is prepared and already skilled in wage enforcement.
The Denver City Council recently passed a new minimum wage law for Denver employees or for contractors on certain contracts with the city and county of Denver. The minimum wage will go to $13 an hour July 1st of this year. It'll go to $14 an hour July 1st of 2020, $15 an hour July 1st, 2021, and then from there forward it will be adjusted by an inflation index. Well, it will impact about 1,900 Denver employees. Those are people like lifeguards that work in Parks and Rec. They could be people that work at the airport. It could be maintenance people. For the most part, they're not full-time employees. For those that have a contract with Denver, it's a little more difficult to determine that number, but we think it could be in the thousands going forward. The mayor, the city council, employee groups, labor groups all got behind this. I think it's important to Denver because the cost of living in Denver is going up, and it's important, for people to have a living wage. The auditor's office enforces the prevailing wage ordinance. If you have a construction contract on Denver property or using Denver dollars, you have to pay the tradespeople, the service people, the prevailing wage. That's a number that comes from the federal government. The minimum wage, that again will be, city employees or a contractor getting Denver dollars doing work on Denver property. So there's some similarity there. But we will also be enforcing the minimum wage as well as the prevailing wage.
Enforcing the new minimum wage won't be all that different than enforcing prevailing wage. We'll educate employers and investigate 100% of complaints. We're going to make sure that everyone's complying with the law.
The enforcement of the new minimum wage, when it comes to Denver employees, will be relatively easy because we look at Denver payroll, and that's readily available to the auditor's office. When it comes to contractors working on Denver property, getting Denver dollars that are subject to this new minimum wage law, the enforcement will be a complaint-based enforcement. In other words, we will have to get a complaint from an employee saying, I'm only being paid $11.10, I think I should be paid more. And from there, we will have to go and look at the contractor, take a look at their payroll, and see what the actual facts are. Now, you may be aware that we've had some problem at the airport with the Westin Hotel where they would not let us look at the books and records. And I think that this whole issue of auditor access to their information is going to rise again once this law goes into effect. We have a dedicated and very capable team that will be in charge of enforcing this new law, and I am very confident, that they will do an outstanding job of enforcing this law.
Yes.
Done.
Our prevailing wage team is dedicated to working closely with both employers and employees to ensure compliance.
Well, that's it for this episode of Ask the Auditor. If you have a question, you can submit it to auditor@denvergov.org, and maybe on the next episode of Ask the Auditor, we will answer your question.